Welcome to the task force. Everything is now on the internet.
Yes, the fuck it is, base god. Yes, the fuck it is.
Hey, hi. Yes, the fuck it is. Fucking yes, fuck. Hey, hi. Welcome to Kenforce podcast, most based podcast.
Most fucking based. My name is Bryan.
I'm Maal Daye.
I'm Tonius.
Today we got Daniel Tonius with us. If you heard him.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to our second episode of Kenforce. So about that fight last night. Okay. How'd you watch the fight last night?
I did not watch the fight until this morning, illegally on YouTube.
But
But I watched it all, and it was not that exciting. It seemed really fake, and Connor didn't cover his face the whole time, so I could just tell it was just kind of really fake about it.
it was just boxing.
And then
bro.
I saw the hammer fist. That was really corny.
Motherfucker was beating on the head, bro.
I watched the fight on Twitter.
Nice.
How?
Nice.
Streamed it?
I just
talked to people,
typed
listen to
in
people?
the hashtag Mayweather McGregor and just started scrolling up, and it was playing live. I'm
What
talking
the
about
fuck?
just playing
Damn.
on this.
No, that's cool as shit.
Bro, I
Straight
watched that shit on Facebook Live.
Was somebody filming somebody's
Somebody, they bought the pay-per-view.
yeah, and they were filming it.
Yeah.
That's how I watched the shit on Facebook Live, bro.
Oh yeah, I didn't even care.
Oh my god, bro. It was a good fight, but I mean, it was obvious of who was gonna win.
Yeah, man.
It was
But it
obvious,
was-
but I mean,
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
glad, man. They all got a lot of money.
they
They made
all
like $1 billion.
a lot. Damn near.
That was like they just stole $1 billion from
Yeah,
every.
they did,
They just
man.
they were just oh my
man.
god. They just took $1 billion from
Salute to
everybody in the
them.
world.
Billy,
They were just-
bro.
Goddamn.
Damn it! Think about the thing. Oh my god, you can't even drop a movie and know you're gonna, and that costs money to do. These niggas just
so much money.
yeah, these niggas just got in a fight like people in the streets like they do all the time, except for even with
2
rules.
rounds.
Oh
But
my
tell you the
God.
truth though, McGregor did a lot better than I thought he was gonna do.
That's 30 minutes.
Like he did a lot better. And
I
don't get
think
me
he was
wrong.
allowed to do better. Like literally, oh my, come on,
Like,
man.
how much did he
Floyd
get?
would just step into him and then just ball him into a ball and just let him swing at him for a while, and then Connor would be like,
Yeah.
and just keep swinging at him and be like, come on.
And
man.
don't get me wrong.
It was kind of painful.
I'm
to
a
watch.
Conor McGregor fan.
It was really cringy.
I
Think it was all memeable.
It wasn't that
His
cringy.
whole.
I don't think it was that cringy of a fight. but
I've seen a lot of memes, but I think it should be more memes.
he hit
Obviously,
him.
definitely more
He hit him probably twice as much as Floyd hit him, but I'm talking about the precision and cleanliness.
Exactly.
Oh man, I'm talking about he was catching.
But
it so
honestly,
amazing.
this was a better fight than the fucking Pacquiao fight. Way better fight than the Pacquiao fight, my dude.
No, it wasn't, because Pacquiao covered his face. All right. What's up about that? Did you hear Love is Rage?
Oh man, Love is Rage 2 is great. I heard it when it first dropped Thursday night, and when I first listened to it, I thought it was super fire, which is super fire. But listening to it more and more, it's a great little Uzi album.
Yeah, I appreciate it for
I appreciate
Uzi.
it.
We need more we need more influx of Uzi, to remember him. So it was a very good piece of that. You get what I'm saying? It was a very good. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I heard a few songs. That's cool.
So, what do you think are the singles on Love is Rage 2? Because for me,
I mean, it's obviously gonna be the what is it? Turn It Up. Which one is it? What's it called?
you know,
What's it called?
what was it, Sauce It Up?
Yeah, Sauce It Up. Yeah.
Sauce it up.
Is
Sauce It Up.
It's definitely gonna be Sauce It Up because I guess
That's definitely gonna probably get the first video.
probably, but for me, it's gonna be For Real, bro.
Yeah, I see.
That
I see
song,
you like it for real,
bro. That song has the same hype and energy to me as Super Saiyan had.
Okay, no,
You know
shut
what I'm
up.
saying?
No, yeah, get out of here.
No,
That's
bro.
crazy.
What?
That's the best Uzi song to ever come out.
Of course.
Um,
Super Saiyan.
let me think. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have been listening to all ASAP everything. Like,
Oh, shout out to the mob, bro.
yeah, like I feel like
That makes
sense.
sense.
The
Oh.
mixtape makes Ferg's mixtape make a lot more sense, you know. And it like I was like, oh, Ferg's the best part, and then I'm like, oh no, now I'm going back to Ferg, you know what I'm saying, on
I
the
get
tape,
it,
and I'm
yeah.
like, damn, this is fire. Like I'm just like, oh my god, that one walk on the water, walk in the water. You know, you hear that? He was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I can't even think of it right now because we're fucking recording.
Man, this is recorded.
Oh shit! It's hard,
Oh.
though.
On the cozy tapes too. The song with Gucci, bro.
Oh my god, yeah,
That
has
was-
Key and Gucci.
Oh my goodness, bro. That was a
I'm like, how
fucking
you-
slapper
oh my
right
God.
there.
And speaking of that, that's what I was saying before about, honestly, they're doing a Brick Squad type deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? They are really taking shit over. There's a lot of them. They're, like he said, he's bringing back the squad cuts. That's all Gucci was doing. Gucci's endorsing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it is Brick Squad because, you know, there's different people. But at the same time, and I mean, I hope they stick together and
You
shit.
need a format.
Yeah, exactly. Like now I understand like why they're putting out music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you put that tape out? I understand so much more because they put out a whole bunch more perfect music. And then I was like, shit, yes. And like, oh my god, it all makes sense. Like Rocky versus all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. That Busta Rhymes verse is stupid. Did you ever hear that?
Which song was that?
I think it's East Coast remix.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
East
wait,
Coast
was that
remix.
on the on Ferg's tape?
Yeah, on Ferg shit. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. That shit goes. What else?
Oh, see, I thought we were talking about the cozy tapes.
No, Cozy Tapes is perfect. So it's like it all feels like one big. It's just perfect. What is the best shit? I like the shit with Lil Yachty. The shit Bahamas. I never been to Bahamas, but I'm gonna fuck on your mamas. And I'm like, yeah, that
That
shit
was
goes.
good, man.
I like everything with Dave East on there. Dave East has probably the best song on both of those tapes.
I agree.
On the cozy tapes,
I don't know.
Perrier.
Yeah, Perrier.
Perrier,
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good one. Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
Jaden Smith using the croaky voice.
Black Card with.
Oh yeah, who was that?
Spook? I don't know who. Spooky
Damn it! Why do we
Mar-
not look him up? I keep saying who is
Exactly.
Smooky, and I have not even
Like,
typed his name into
is it
YouTube.
Spooky or Smooky?
It's Smooky, right?
Smooky Margella, right?
Yeah, Smooky. Or is it Spook? Smooky? You make me. Yeah, I think it's Smooky.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, shouts out to that kid. He's got a he reminds me of is it Letta Screpa? He's from he's from England. His last song, he's got that song with I should have looked this shit up.
Got a few thousand views.
Who's Spooky?
Smoothie.
Smooky Margella.
Smoothie Margella.
Man, do you think he might be like part of the mob pretty soon?
Yeah, he's definitely probably in the mob already. They call. I mean, you know how that is. I mean, they're not like signed papers.
Does
but
he?
I'm sure they're all cool.
What's this like his father like? Because I mean, like when I heard that kid on that song, I'm like, yo, and like you know how like I don't like singing people too much.
Yeah,
The singer.
yeah, no, that kid. Yeah,
But
exactly.
that kid is pretty. It's pretty good.
Let me see.
Yeah, where you guys hit it out there. Oh man, I think let's check out his Twitter. But yeah, Cody tapes definitely go.
I'm over here looking for that song. I can't remember it. It was
Bro.
on. It was a DJ. What's Murder Beats?
So on Twitter, he only
No, we
has
can't.
like, bro, on Twitter, Spooky only has
Pressa.
like, Pressa?
Yeah, you ever remember Pressa?
Oh,
I want to play it really low. Let's see how low I can play it. I don't think I'll play shit.
I don't think his. I don't think. Okay, so back to Smokey. Yeah, Smokey. Even for just for this. Oh,
You ever heard this kid?
no.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
to-
who Smokey reminds me of.
You said he's from London.
Yeah.
All right. When I get spend too much too much time on this topic right now, why can't London rappers or just UK rappers make it out
Oh
here
man,
in general?
because they talk funny.
But they invented the language though.
Yeah, but I love London rap. Like
I do too.
I know all the London rappers.
I
Like
do
I
too.
know
Like 6'7", Section Boys.
This nigga gonna try to pull them all out.
Oh yeah,
before
I did
me.
right before yeah.
Yeah,
Quick,
but the
bro.
point is, yeah, I know all of them. I mean, down to like Jay Huss and down to fucking I don't know, all those random people. Like they all have slappers, like for sure. And I fuck with it a lot. Like artists like Chris Brown did a mixtape with Section Boys, you know what I'm saying? And who else? And certain people have done like that thing, you know, like Drake's been fucking with them on his last tape. He fucked with like other people that did. Oh, that's fucked up. Maybe that's why Drake didn't fuck with Section, just because Chris Brown did. I never thought about that. But damn, that's fuck. So yeah, there's just politics too. There's politics as far as like all that shit, just like getting in there, fucking with each other and shit. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's definitely slappers coming out of
All right,
UK.
man. Yeah. So kind of like got off track with that one, but okay. So back to the Cozy tapes. What do you think is the best song on the Cozy tapes?
Like I said, walking on the water.
Walking on the Water.
Walk on.
Okay. Walking on the Water.
Which one? What do you think's best?
Like I said, Perrier, man. That's my
okay.
shit.
Really, the first song?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Did you listen to that Miguel and Travis Scott song?
I have not listened to that song yet.
Did you listen to the Chris Brown song?
I really haven't.
Dude,
I know. I'm slipping. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
Miguel's got a pretty decent slapper, okay? But the thing is, Miguel is Miguel, so he's the shit, like honestly. But he's kind of riding the Travis Scott wave. How long do you think the Travis Scott wave could last? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I always get in and I mean, we'll talk about it more later, but
He's pretty wavy, so I think
You do, yeah. No, Travis Scott is way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Travis Scott could have the same presence that Kid Cudi should have had it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. You think he can have a run where
Yeah.
Kid Cudi never decided to have a run? Because he didn't. He just would put out music and then be like,
Okay.
no, I want to alienate those fans.
All right, so we're not gonna talk about my favorite rapper like that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about my favorite rapper like that. I'm just gonna shit on Mr. Rager like that. Yeah.
I fuck with Cudi. For sure.
Yeah, but I feel like if Kid
I just
Cudi-
mean he never had a legitimate, consistent run. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be like, hey, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? He would have an album, take a minute, another album. You know what I'm saying? Like he would drop us art, but he wouldn't give us like food. You know, all the time.
Yeah.
Like some of these rappers do.
just give us substance more.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
No, yeah. But back to Travis Scott. I think he's gonna be up there, bro.
Okay.
I feel it because like the way he was auto-tuned is just.
Oh shit! You know what's fucked up?
What?
I was gonna say, if you listen to these songs, Chris Brown is using Travis Scott for
Really?
like big time. He's killing it. Like, he sounds like Chris Breezy, you know? He's like, dude, he kills it. Like, oh man, Chris Brown Breezy's the man. Like Breezy, Shang sunged him for sure. He was like, give me your soul.
But I mean, at the same time,
like you're gonna hear it on the radio.
Of course,
You know?
of course. But Chris Brown, man. I mean, Chris Brown has been making hits before he beat Rihanna.
You know?
I mean, to say it like, I mean, to put it roughly, bro.
Dude, I remember he had a song. What was that song? If you ain't, was that Chris Brown on the floor? If you ain't, you know.
You see it, ride it, yeah, bro.
Should go, man.
And then, if even like after that whole like Rihanna incident and all that other, you know, thing, he was still making hit music. You know
So wait a minute, Chris Brown basically has now. I mean, Travis Scott basically has control of the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like he people either have to keep up or get lost. I think that's where it's gonna go with it. You know, like damn, it's not even like a run or anything like that. It's not. It's like he'll probably transcend all that. People will start dick riding him and stuff.
All right, so like quick thing about this. All right, so I was in class the other day, right? And then like we just had like this like mind blowing like what would you say? I would say like revelation or whatever. But so okay, after the whole like Chris Brown and Rihanna incident, right? You ever have you noticed that like they both had like I don't give a fuck attitude after that, and like and then like that boost their careers.
It didn't boost Chris Brown's career.
Yeah, it did.
I don't think Chris Brown's career.
I disagree.
I think Chris Brown's career steadily inclined. I think he's getting better, but it was steady. It wasn't like a fucking.
Yeah, like Rihanna.
Rihanna just boosts
blew
every
up.
second. Yeah, she constantly boosts. She'll, she
was
won't
the
catch
victim.
Beyonce, but she'll boost really high pretty soon. She's gaining weight, and people are just like,
She get thicker.
yo, I need it. Yeah, everybody's just like, I don't care. That's the cool thing to do. Now, like, she's got it like that. Like, that's dope.
And then
Rihanna's like,
and then with Rihanna, it's not cool.
Shouldn't be
till
her.
Rihanna says it's cool for girls.
yeah, exactly. That's yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's a big deal. So, you didn't listen to Action Bronson, did you?
I listened to some of it. It's great lounging music in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's great lounging music, bro.
Oh my god.
Like if you're fucking, smoking weed with your boys on a Sunday afternoon, and then hey, just play that album in the background.
I think the only time I need to listen to Action Bronson is on the steps in Brooklyn through my old school boombox. You know what I'm saying? He is. I get what you're saying. He's not, or like if I decided to eat cheese and eat a pizza, because he's a lot of like. There's no bass and like rhythmicness to it, but bro, oh shit. Listen to you know who Mayhem Lauren is?
Mayhem.
That's like the black dude he hangs out with. It's a big black dude that looks like Action Bronson, and the other guy hangs out with Action Bronson.
Oh fuck, that's delicious.
Off of everything. His
I know
big
what
black
you're
friend.
talking
You know what I'm saying? That nigga's got like the best verse. He goes crazy.
Like, wasn't he like a rapper like way back in the day?
Yeah, like he's a rapper right now. Like people
Well,
just
but didn't he have like a bigger presence back in the day than he does now, right? That's what I heard.
Not that I was familiar with. Yeah, like, but maybe Daniel.
I don't know.
Whatever, man. We're black. We all rap. So.
Exactly. Everybody's been rapping since fucking 1800s. Like niggas was rapping in Egypt. It was just like, when you bury me with my mixtape.
They go, baby.
Nah, but yeah, Bronson's got it. It's like there's a couple that are like, he's just very super consistent. Like, and that's where people fuck up. Like all these rappers are like fucking up by like making good songs, but then like running away. That's like never like the cool thing to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which leads us towards
how great would a Ghostface and Action Bronson song be?
Have they not made a song?
I don't know. Have they?
I think they made a song.
Because
it's like,
and then like,
come on.
like, how are you gonna know who's right?
Ghostface makes some songs, and I love Ghostface. He's one of my top favorites.
Ghostface is.
That's why it was hard,
A legend, bro.
That's why it was
I
obviously.
don't think that happened.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it did.
I think if it happened, we would know about it because
Yeah,
I think that would be a big
Ghostface.
deal.
That's what man.
Well, you guys look at that up.
No, it's nothing. There's nothing.
Exactly. Okay, so what do you guys think about XX extension cord or whatever the fuck? Nah, XX. Okay, how do you XX extension, right? Because like I'm not gonna disrespect the kid anymore. I'm really not.
It doesn't.
Kid no more.
XX tentacles.
XX but I'm also not gonna disrespect the kid anymore. I mean, he is doing his thing, you know.
Well, then just call him
Why don't
XXX.
you call him X? So 17. I couldn't listen to it.
No, that was really. It's really bad, man. It's really, man.
But I mean,
and Kendrick was tweeting it. And
yo,
then,
he had a
and the
co-sign
thing is-
from like Kendrick Lamar though.
And the thing is, then I listened to it again, and it really makes me more sad. It make like the speed that he's going. I was like, no, this is bad. Like this is, like no. I was like, I'm not. I didn't like. It wasn't like. Yeah. I felt like it was like the opposite of DJ Khaled. Not that I'm like looking for DJ Khaled, you know. I'm looking for. I mean, I am looking for DJ Khaled, obviously, but I mean, like, it's not that I'm always looking for particularly just to listen to DJ Khaled.
What do you mean? Okay, so like, explain what you mean by like listening.
It
to, like,
makes
DJ
me
Khaled.
sadder. Like, it literally made me like, man, all news was bad news. If you're hearing it with him being like, in the background.
Who was that you played right after that? Was it Ferg?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man, the scene. It was like we was in a nursing home while that song was playing.
Were you
Then he
listening to
switched,
17?
And then and then he switched, played, threw on the cozy tapes, and boom, we in the club. I'm talking about, like Secret Sundays, getting it on. Like, oh man, the energy was different. Like, oh my god.
Exactly. I mean, if anyone like has depression, then hey, yo, they have depression. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that helps depression
That
because
really
I have
don't help
depression,
at all.
motherfucker. Like, get that. Get
It
that
just
shit.
made me like you said, it's made me sad. Like I don't want to be sad, and I'm not saying don't make sad music, but
Just sad.
Yeah.
Slap on that ski mask. Slap
shit
God.
is crazy.
You will
Yeah,
regret.
man.
Slap on that, man.
And then-
even XXX sounds good on Ski Mask album, and he sounds good on Kodak's album. And Kodak's album is good as fuck.
yes, the song he did with Kodak on Project Baby 2 was
exactly.
was great.
Project
I'm not
Baby
gonna
2
lie.
is really good, so you should probably give that a chance one of these days. But
Oh yeah,
you know,
I've listened to it already. It's pretty good.
yeah, that's got a lot. I mean, get out of here, 17. I mean, no
Yeah.
offense to them though.
And then I think also why I'm disappointed is because when I first heard X, it was songs like R.I.P. Roach and Look at Me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
The first song, remember the first song I heard was fucking Why Do Bloods? Wait, I wonder if Bloods watch Blues Clues.
Yeah, that's a
I was like,
slapper
that shit
right
goes,
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, I want like just get in the studio and do that.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess because
Be based.
back in high school, I used to listen to like hardcore music and stuff like that. So to hear like a rapper with like a hardcore kind of vibe and style, I'm like, yo, this is like this sound. You get what I'm saying? Because when artists do like rap rock, it's corny.
Yeah.
The sound is corny.
Like,
You get what I'm
party like
saying?
a rock. Party like a rock star.
You get what I'm saying? Not even that. Like
Totally do.
Totally. Like honestly, like I'm not shitting on Linkin Park. You get what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Chester, but
That was also a little bit weird.
their sound was kind of corny.
You know who
though.
went the hardest?
You know what I'm saying?
Rappers and rockers. Fucking Swayze. At the hotel brush party by the pool.
Fuck out of here, bro.
She was buzzing all over me. I was like, yeah, this shit goes. He was like,
But,
he put me on. He got me some pussy. He's wearing Hollister shorts and shit.
Hollister shorts.
He definitely.
My dude, I'm from LA and I've never owned a pair of Hollister shorts.
You know, them shits would deteriorate after like 2 months, 3 months. They would just like crimp, like, you know, like I guess they were trying to age. Them shits would like bust open all the different spots. You like, damn, bro, I was just sitting.
Hollister.
Hey, but they were buzzing all over me. They were buzzing all over me.
But then we find out you were like that nigga from ATL working on the damn country club. American Eagle apparel.
Real niggas don't wear American Eagle. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck, I wasn't there. We were the lowest I was Hollister fan. We were at that fucking Abercrombie's, baby. And then some Hollister, you know, clean it up, hook with shells, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, fuck.
Yeah. But back to back to what I was saying. I feel if X would have like came out more as an emo type of artist, then it was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying. But he came out like this asshole kid who's like hardcore. I'm like, yo,
yeah. Now he's getting beat up all the time.
Yeah,
every time now. He's like, I'm hardcore. Everybody's like, whoa, I hit that nigga.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then one thing that pissed me off is when he dropped before he dropped 17, and like he put something on Instagram that was like,
what, hanging himself?
Yeah, but like he responded to how like the world responded to him. He was like, oh, why do people think I did this for like a publicity stunt and all this stuff? Like, why would I, kill myself putting on live? He was like, this made me not want to do music, or like it was like something along the lines of like that, right? But I'm like, this is what you put out to the world, and like this is what you wanted. So why are you like?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you just
like,
stand behind whatever you do.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'd be down for him if he would just stand behind it. Yeah, he would just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm weird. Like
gimmicks and shit.
Yeah, it's like don't like do it and then be like,
you're
bad for laughing. You know, you're wrong for like looking at it weird. I was just doing a thing. I just was wearing it. I'm not even gonna say that. But I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but just dude. Like if that's what you put onto the world, then yeah, that's what you put onto the world, and
own that shit.
Exactly, own that shit.
Oh yeah, remember last week when we didn't care about Migos right then?
Yeah.
I care about Migos.
You care about Migos?
Yeah, like fucking everybody's just doing shit again. Takeoff. What did Takeoff say? And what fucking song was it on? Was it on Cozy Tapes? Yeah. It was on Ferg's album. Yeah, Takeoff says something crazy on Ferg's album. Just look for it. I don't know where it is right now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But yeah, Takeoff says some crazy shit, and I was just like, yeah, I'm into it. Like, I want to hear Culture too now. Like, for sure. You know, just the thing. As soon as Migos come back, everybody's gonna be
like, I'm gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie that
you gonna lie?
I'm like Abraham. I'm like Abraham Lincoln, bro. I don't lie.
That's real. You look like Abraham Lincoln.
Fuck you.
Just you look like Abraham Lincoln.
That was a lie.
I'm gonna tell you like the funniest joke one of my sergeants in the army ever told me. He was like, the only person I lied to is my wife.
That's real. I was like, yeah. That's what. That's fucked up. You should lie. You should not lie to your wife. Don't lie to your wife.
Yeah, don't lie to your wife. Man. Yeah.
I'm not laughing.
Oh, I am, because that shit's hilarious. Because he was the nicest, most honest guy in the world. So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh shit! Oh man. But what the fuck were we talking about? This
Culture.
Oh yeah.
Culture.
I've never been like a really big Migos fan in the first place. I've always liked the Migos. I've never disliked the Migos.
Bro, do you hate people from the South? Let's get that on the record right now. What about NBA YoungBoy? Let's put you on the spot.
Oh, from the NBA YoungBoy. Then.
Quote your text messages to me now.
Oh.
Say it out loud. No, just say it out loud. You know what the sentiment was.
What? Oh, that I don't like NBA YoungBoy?
And more than that.
Let me see what I put.
I was like, listen to this. This is the best song. And then
38.
What'd you say next?
Oh, okay. I tried and I can't listen to it.
Oh.
Right? No,
He said he couldn't even give. He couldn't even give this young kid a listen.
No, I gave it.
Little son of a bitch.
Even no, I've hered 38.
They eat frisbee your mixtape.
I've listened to. Oh yeah, I'll fucking yeet that bitch out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, nigga.
He's fucked up, man. Just because he's from the South.
Just because he's from the South, I hate all Southern rappers, bro.
Damn, this is some shit. That's viral.
No, I mean, I just don't like. I just don't want to listen to him. And that's just it.
You weren't a Migos fan ever.
No.
Even up until Culture.
No, listen.
Or just like.
Well, let me finish with that.
Okay.
I never disliked the Migos, but I wasn't like, oh my god, Migos fan. I just like the Migos. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if they put out Culture 2, they put out Culture 2. They don't. But you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not like, oh my god, Migos suck. Why do Migos put out music? The Migos are dope. But I'm just not a big Migos fan though. That's it. And then NBA YoungBoy, I just don't really like his style of music. And that's it. Like,
what style is that? It's like saying.
That was a nice.
Yeah, that was like,
nice. Nice dance there.
It's all good. Man. It's all good. Hey, I have some other people that have been being slept on.
Okay. What do you feel about NBA? How do you feel about NBA YoungBoy?
I think he has a low slapper percentage, but he's got a couple slappers.
Low slapper. So are you saying he's shooting? He's a bench player right now?
Huh?
Are you saying he's a bench player right now?
He's a bench player for like Boosie and Webby and them. Yeah, like like he has a lot of he has a couple I think there's one song on his shit that I was like, hey, I want to hear that. Like that's something I want to think about and listen to. It's just like he has a little bit of ignorant young kid in him, so it's but he has a lot of flow and go and understand put the pain in it. That's why Southern rappers are good, because of putting the pain in it. Basically, that's why Boosie or Future, they always put the pain in it. They always make you feel it and be like, what is it? He's like, I'm not gonna rap it, I'm gonna rap it and ride. I'm gonna pop it, I'm gonna pop it. You were just like, this kid out here is telling me the struggles of being an 18-year-old in the Baton Rouge or Louisiana or wherever.
So like I said, even though I'm not a fan of him, I think he's up next out of Louisiana.
but after who? Webby? That's the last nigga to come from fucking Louisiana. That's the last nigga, bro. The other nigga died. Rest in peace. Lil Fat was it? Yeah, that was Boosie's other. He did Wipe Me Down, bro. He he made that shit God.
That's forever.
But look who's getting slept on. I got people that are getting slept on. Cap G, for sure. Like I said, Cap G put out 2 fucking slappers this summer. One, he was I can't remember how to sing that shit right now, but there were 2 slappers. One is called CEO, the other one's called Rings. I want the rings.
Yeah,
I want the rings. His whole tape goes he sounds like a Future underling, but it still slaps. Sounds like Mexican Future. It's what do you? Why are you not buying this? This is great. Cap G goes. Made in Tokyo just put out True's World. I think True is his kid's name, and True's World goes from front to back. I was even singing the girl songs. You know what I'm saying? This shit goes. It was say you are what you eat, I'm gonna eat you, or something like that. That's the way the fucking girl song goes. Make sure you check out Made in Tokyo, True's World.
Oh yeah, back to Cap G. This is I love this fucking mixtape cover.
What is he? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just straight.
The other one, he's on top of the. Have you seen where he the one they painted him on top of the?
On top of the horse.
Yeah, on top of the horse. That's what I'm saying.
The purple grass.
Damn, come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Is it but just in the damn trap though, in the. Oh, what zone is he from? Because I know he's from Atlanta. You know what zone he's from?
Literally, I'm searching my memory bank based on what he said, and him just being Zone C's. I'm from the Chico from the Zone 6. I think that's where
He's from Zone 6.
I'm from Zone 6. Yeah, I think that's what he said before. Like, I'm from Zone 6. I've been out here in the Zone 6 Atlanta. Yeah, I think that's where he's from, man. I think just based on like the way he said it, like I think that was. I think that's.
That sound like some bullshit. We'll go with it.
I agree.
Yeah, he is from Zone 6 from what I'm like reading.
Oh shit! Look at that! Look at that!
Way to go.
Your boy know how to
Yeah,
fucking
goddamn.
call it, don't he? I am from fucking yeah.
Zone 6.
Well,
I knew he said I'm from Zone 6. Yeah, he said like that. Yeah, what you thought?
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Get that one.
Hell yeah, call that nigga. Cause I be listening to his music. I like it, you know. But also do not sleep on Rich the Kid. Rich the Kid is like young. I don't know. He's been hanging out with Lil Wayne. I'm pretty sure he's making a Young Money. Fucking. I know that's a bold statement, but it's like, who's he like? You know, Dex is going crazy. Like every Dex song is like just like every artist that you love. It's gonna all sound like one song. You know, we just were talking about that with like Bronson, or we just were talking about that with like Uzi. Exactly. It's like it sounds like one really good long ass song.
Right.
One fucking Jay Critch. Oh my God, he is so like people are just so asleep on him right now. Like type in JAYCRITCH, man. He's a good one. Swoosh God had a slapper of the summer. Get out my face. On Instagram, I'm babe. Yeah, Swoosh God is the other nigga. He goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
Rich the Kid is he's planning to be rich forever. Like don't sleep on Rich. Like anything, they're dropping random. Just everything he's dropping, everything he drops is like publicized. Like it's good deal. Like it also sounds like one big Rich the Kid song where he's like, put my nipples on the face. Huh? You know, you're like, yes, dope, man. Like it's just all it gives me energy. You know, like same as what you say about Uzi.
So, you said that he's starting like a new version of like Young Money and but in Rich's own way and style. Would you say that Dex is like?
Oh, I'm scared of this because I don't think there's a Drake or a Nicki Minaj there. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
See, you already know where I was going with this.
Yeah, in the analogy, there's no Drake or no Nicki
that
Minaj. No,
Dex is Drake.
There is. I feel like there's a gutta and a T Raw and like a currency right now. You get what I'm saying? There's like it's like that stage
how it started.
Yeah, like I feel like Dex is obviously like a currency, to him, and fucking who else? Critch would be like Gutta. We'll see. We'll see what Critch could be. Drake, bro. Like Jay Critch is a fucking crazy ass rapper. New York is actually about to take over shit too. People keep talking about who's about to take over, and we'll save the other part of this topic till the end here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think New York's about to come hard. You know what I'm saying? Like New York is really on some shit. Like New York has fucking Cardi B right now. Everybody, I'm not gonna list people, but you get what I'm saying, like French. We're not gonna just list them all, but and Rich the Kid's from New York actually, but he just blew up in Atlanta. So watch out.
Same thing with like OT, because OT Genesis is from out here, but he just blew up in Atlanta.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that one right there.
All right, let's go right into it. We'll talk about this next one.
Oh, it's who, Taylor Swift?
Yeah, did you listen to that Taylor Swift shit?
No, because I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I don't care. I really don't care about Taylor Swift because Yeezy made her famous. So that's why.
I think that's
why I listen to it. That's why I listen to it.
I think I grew up in South Carolina.
Right.
So I am a Taylor Swift fan just by them songs you just learn all the lyrics to all of them. And people want to say it's just Shake It Off, but it's so many songs. Like there's actually a few songs. Like I'm not even going to look them up, but there's a couple songs that you could just be like, fuck, I remember that song. Like I know all the words of that
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I'm a fan of controversy.
It's a fan of the drama.
I gave it a quick listen, you know what I mean? Just see what's going on.
All right, so So, was there a diss directed at Kanye in that song? As like the internet is like making
a vague diss. Like basically, yes, you could apply that shit to it, but she didn't. That shit was as vague as a 3-6 Mafia diss. Like
Exactly.
it wasn't at all like a fuck you. It was like
because if it was a diss, he would say, "I wish me and Taylor would still have sex. Made that bitch famous."
Yeah, exactly. That would be a diss. Yeah, that'd be a diss. Exactly. An okay diss. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, we should not talk about Taylor Swift anymore.
I don't care about
Let's just not talk about her ever again. Sorry, guys, but I mean, well, I'll talk about her if she does make that diss track and it's like on a like with Jay-Z, or some shit.
Or like in the video. Wait, has a video dropped for that song that she made a diss to?
Hell if I know. What else? I mean, I guess I should know.
I don't know because
I guess I should
because
know.
if it was,
fan. I like the cinematography.
Because if it was a Kanye,
I wouldn't say it was a cameo.
If it was a Kanye West diss, in the video, she should have like a guy look like Kanye West, kind of like how Future did.
Yeah.
Kind of like Scottie Pippen, bro.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. So many people have done that. Like Pac did with the Biggie thing and shit. Damn. Yeah, but like I said, let's not talk about Taylor Swift anymore. Talk about these fucking cops. You see those cops put the... Yeah, this isn't too late to even talk about this. The cops put the fucking water on the grill.
Oh, in the barbecue? Yeah,
stop the
bro.
barbecue. Stop the niggas from having barbecue. I was like, man,
just
long
dump
story
all
short,
that
this shit's
water
fucked up,
on
man.
the
Yeah,
cop.
man, you gotta stop.
Nah, speaking of fucked up, in Baltimore, shout out to The Wire, bro. There's been so many cases that's getting dropped from like shady ass cops.
What?
Bro, okay, there's been like body cam like footage of like cops like fucking planting drugs on people, bro.
What?
In Baltimore. You never seen those videos?
Oh,
Damn, how you gonna film yourself like?
Exactly.
Put this drug, cut that shit.
Bro, so like these dudes go, the cops hide the crack in like a can or some shit. Yeah, bro. It's like a big ass bag of crack.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, we found this over here. I'm like, yo. It's a group of them, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, so like a lot of trials in like Baltimore, like cases are getting dismissed. Cops are getting sued. Exactly. Exactly.
what kind of shit is that?
Exactly, man. Exactly.
All right, hey, before we finish, I definitely want to make a point though. Before I forget, to say shouts out to Florida, because I don't have anything against Florida.
None
we may
of
have
us
came
did.
off. Yeah, we may have came off a little harsh.
It was
against
just
Florida
it was
last
just
time.
jokes.
Yeah.
If anyone's offended by our Florida rant or how we
let's make
or like how we
forget to
said
do
like
Florida,
Florida's weird, it's just jokes. You guys.
Yeah, like the most thing I'm worried about with Florida people would be always going to jail. Besides that, I can deal. I just really hate going to jail. So,
But honestly, people from Florida, you guys have to admit that Florida is a little bit of a weird state. Don't you guys deny that?
Hey, I'm not co-signing anything else.
You better co-sign that. But
I will say that Black Kins was actually fire all the way through. I listened to that all the way through and loved it, and I just felt bad for just not immediately listening all the way through. But it was so long. But I just wanted to give it its time. But I loved it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I even kind of like hip hop. I mean, only if I kind of get it like more and more. Like it just rides with everything.
Man,
I love it. Yeah.
Black Ken is like a perfect old school West Coast album, bro.
Yeah.
Like
like,
all
like
the beats were like West Coast like style.
yeah, I fuck with it.
So, okay, so just back to Black Ken, and even though this is the Kenforce podcast, the most based podcast, this isn't a podcast about Lil B. Just so you guys know that. But back to the album, the Soulja Boy diss. Obviously, it had to be an old song because Soulja Boy has not responded to it yet, has he?
I don't.
No?
I can't say that, but I haven't looked into it. And what I mean by that is like, man, Lil B's based, man. He can say whatever he wants. Like, Lil B can be like, fuck Jamal. He said I wasn't raw. I'd be like, damn. And then I'd just be like, whatever. If I was at the cookout, I'd still like make him a plate or something, I'd still like, you're cool, man. I'm not mad at it. Lil B's cool. He's just being base. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you did some fucked up shit, I think Soulja Boy knows. You know what I'm saying? I think Soulja knows, like, he's like, damn, I did do some fucked up shit. So he's gonna speak on it.
And on that note, TYBG, this is the Kenforce podcast. What is it?
Most Bass Podcast.
Most fucking bass podcast. I'm Bryan.
I'm Maal Daye.
And our guest host, man.
And Tonius.
Thank you guys for listening.
I just ride in love. What? Ooh. I just ride in love naked into that nigga bitch. I just ride in love naked into that nigga bitch. I just ride in love naked into that nigga bitch. I just ride in love naked into that nigga bitch. I just ride in love naked into that nigga bitch. I just ride in love naked into that nigga bitch. Touch the border, bitch. I walk.